Football League.
Now from the riverfront of the Ohio, sellout crowd has arrived at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Cincinnati Bengals on Sunday Night Primetime. On the Eagles sideline, there is their head coach. His guys losers a week ago trying to get back into the win column here. On the other side, it's the Bengals head coach, Zach Taylor. His guys come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column in front of these home fans. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Evan McPherson getting this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
I think the biggest thing that stood out from last week's game was when they went into the game with an initial plan, how quickly were they able to get away from that when they realized it wasn't working? I think they got a lot of unscouted looks, meaning the defense threw a lot of exotic looks at them, blitzes, different fronts and coverages, maybe things they didn't work on all week. So the key this week is understand what is the defense looking to do today and how fast can we make those adjustments if we're not having early success.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
First down, Philadelphia.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
First down pass intended for number 10, incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Up the middle they go. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for an Eagles first down.
First down, Eagles.
Now, faking the give. That's Morrell, the tight end, open downfield. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
27 more yards.
A gain there of 27 yards.
First down. A gain of 27 on the play. And an Eagle first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
He'll let this go towards the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Eagles. His 6th touchdown now for the season. They find the end zone here on the opening drive, and Greg, they're able to do it in the air.
Mike, it makes you wonder, is this drive a sign of things to come? I mean, this secondary, they had their hands full there. Are we going to see it repeated throughout the rest of this game, or are they going to have some answers on defense?
He is good. Next to score, Eagles 7, Bengals nothing.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. The executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically. They got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
Throwing now from the gun. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Taking advantage of that running ability. Gain of 17 and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
From the 48-yard line, here's second and 2.
At their 48-yard line.
Blitz coming, he'll throw it. Going over the middle, this one is complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
First down.
16-yard pickup on that one. It's a Cincinnati first down. Here's Irvin. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
He'll drop to throw. That's caught. It's Bucky Irvin. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll run the sneak. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now this time he'll set up to throw. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. Mike Gesicki was the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a second down. They'll throw out of the gun. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Needless to say, there aren't many plays on the call sheet for that down and distance. So instead of doing something crazy and forcing a ball into coverage, he realizes that primary read wasn't there. Throw this ball away and puts an end to this drive.
53-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board. It's 7-3.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Now, here comes a return from the 9. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Eagles offense and their running back set to go once more. And they love to find different ways to get him the football. Look there. He comes into this week second in the NFL in receiving yards out of the backfield. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. Second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 27-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly. Third and 11. Back to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark. A fair catch signals, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. There's Zach Taylor as his Bengals make their way back onto the field. They have been one of the better teams in terms of throwing football this year, and the numbers bear that out, and they have come out of the gates hot in this one. Quick throw here is complete. And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 29-yard line.
Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
That's another Bengals first down.
They'll look to throw again. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Back to the air one more time. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force 4th down.
4th down.
So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Eagles offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has come out of the gates hot. He's been on target with his throws, and that's reflected in those numbers as he'll look to keep it going here. They'll begin here on the ground. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Here's a 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 11-yard line.
Quick throw, taken in, and a nice gain, getting this to about the 23-yard line.
That's good for Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Short pass, caught by Moreau. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 31-yard line.
This looks like a design run.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll try to sneak it here, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. Eagles in possession to start the 2nd quarter. 1st and 10 as we are ready to get back underway. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 4. Now this time they'll look to throw. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 4 yards to go.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
At the 45-yard line.
set up to throw. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
31-yard line.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to pick up the first down. He'll get down to the 15-yard line.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Second down, they need 3.
At the 8-yard line.
Getting the tight end involved in the run game here.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
No gain on a quarterback sneak. That's pretty surprising, Mike, anytime we see that happen. There just aren't many plays in the NFL that we consider to be automatic. The quarterback sneak is normally pretty close. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bengals offense and their running back Bucky Irving ready to hit the field again. And as we take a look at league leaders in receiving touchdowns by the running backs, he's right up there among the best in the league. Going for it all. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
I think when that ball left his hand, he had visions of a big play, and then that big play almost got flipped on its head because I think he's lucky that that ball didn't end up going back the other direction because that defender got both hands on it but just couldn't come down with the pick.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down. Here's Ryan Rico now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll get the first down there. A pickup of about 5 yards.
Eagles first down. It's a gain of 6. First down, Eagles.
And he'll get forward for about a yard. Jordan Battle up to the safety spot, makes the play. From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. Now they'll set up to throw. Forced out wide. He'll tuck it and take off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. He's going to keep this again. And he will not be able to turn up Neal. They'll drop him behind the line.
So it's just a simple read, but it's really well defended. They had both the give and the pull reads both accounted for, and the play ends up going nowhere.
They'll try to set up the screen here. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. They'll go with the sneak. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Cincinnati in a moment. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Looking middle, he's got Moreau. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
22 yards.
They're locked in on this drive. Second connection for that pair. This one gaining 22.
A gain of 22 yards.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point. And now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Throwing now from the gun. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. They'll throw here on third and short. He'll try and get there up, and he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That's his second touchdown tonight. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This one taken at the 10. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with first and 10. Open left side is Gesicki. And he's very close to a first down. He's out after a pickup of 9.
Second and inches at the 37-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing right. It's taken in. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds after a gain of only a couple.
At the 46-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second.
They'll look to throw yet again. And he let him a bit too much. That pass is incomplete. Here's third and 7.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
He'll look to throw. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. On comes the punter now, as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. A fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Halftime coming up. We'll get you down to Scott Hansen and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Week 12 is here. After this weekend, 2/3 of the regular season will be in the rearview mirror. Let's get into the highlights. Our spin around the NFL starts now. It begins at MetLife Stadium. It's the Jets at home to take on the Browns. And this is the running back. Footwork, agility, speed, power, a brilliant run for the touchdown. The Jets wind up taking this one by a touchdown. From there, it's off to Tampa. Let's look in on the Buccaneers. They're playing host to the New Orleans Saints. And this is the Saints quarterback hooking up with his man for the touchdown here. One of 3 touchdown passes for him in the ballgame. The Saints are going to come away with the victory. They win it by 3 scores. And time for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the National Football League. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half, as we get you back out to the second half and rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he'll be brought down just beyond the yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the
Here, this is Irving. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
They'll look to throw. To the right side here, pass is caught. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. On his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
It's 2nd and inches at the Eagles' 39-yard line.
The shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a 1st down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it, because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
1st down. 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw again. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 4-yard line.
Back to the air one more time. That is caught, and they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
1-yard line.
They run on sweep, and he'll go the wrong way, trying to use that speed to get out to the pylon, but he had to give ground, and they tackle him for a loss.
At the Eagles' 4-yard line.
I'm thinking, Mike, they might have had a little tendency on him or been tipped off pre-snap, because it seemed to me like that defense was just ready and waiting for the jet sweep. There wasn't a whole lot he could do. He takes the loss.
And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
Thrown on the run, but it's off target. Behind his man, and that is incomplete. So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. This, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bengals are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense, settling for too many field goals.
The Eagles offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he has been a tough guy to contain all season long, as reflected in those numbers that you see there. Right away, they'll set up to throw. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Watch the pursuit by this defensive end. The quarterback tries to escape the pocket, but he just keeps on chasing him, and he closes that ground in a hurry and brings him down for a big sack.
Back to throw. Throw on the run is complete. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 13.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Geno Stone, a guy as tough as they come, in from his safety spot to record the sack.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
Here comes the Eagles punt team, as he's standing right around his own goal line. This will be returned from the other side of midfield. It's a good return here, able to take it across the 50, set up the offense with a short field. There's Zach Taylor as his Bengals make their way back onto the field. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. Short one into the hands of Gesicki. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Quick throw, taken in. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He gets that to his big target there. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Bengals going to have a 1st down.
First down.
Screen set up for Irvin. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
To number 7.
Now it's 2nd and 1.
Out of bounds at the 17-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Irvin. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a 1st down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
We'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll put a receiver in motion right. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. It is 3rd and long. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Quick throw here is complete. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked. And they turn it over on down.
You got to give credit to the defensive coordinator here. He went into attack mode, had a great blitz planned for this 4th down situation, disrupted the timing of the offense, and the quarterback had nowhere to go. He flushes out of the pocket to keep the play alive, and they're able to chase him down, force the sack, force the turnover on downs.
Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. Greg, I know you're passionate about this, the change in the evolution of the NFL the last decade, the willingness to go for it even more often now on 4th down, as we've seen here.
Yeah, I think teams just continue to understand the NFL is not about yards, it's not about time of possession, it's about generating big plays, and it's about maximizing every position you have and sustaining the ball. So when you get opportunities at certain down and distances, at certain parts of the field, to use that extra down, it changes everything. And the last thing I'll say, Mike, it doesn't happen in a vacuum. We don't decide to go for it on 4th down, or at least I'll say the good teams don't decide to go for it on 4th down on 4th down. They knew they were going for it on 4th down 3 plays ago. They knew on 1st and 10, this was 4-down territory. So 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down, the play caller is using that information to say, if I need 4th down, I had it. So I don't need to get it all on 2nd, all on 3rd. So it changes the philosophy and the flow of the play caller, and that players are a lot more comfortable nowadays being in these situations.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. We see a lot of this as they begin the 4th quarter on the ground. I don't think that was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
2nd and 9 at the Bengals' 43-yard line.
They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
A gain of 13 yards. And
now a give up the middle. Nice job pushing through the would-be tackler. Gain of about 3. 2nd down.
26. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
3rd down. And 6 yards to go.
Throwing now from the gun. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Eagles will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The
Bengals offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. Gesicki on the right. And he'll be forced out of bounds. A yard is so shy of the marker, but it is a gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
He'll drop to throw. There's that man again. Another catch.
Gain on the play. That's good for a Bengals first down.
On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. We'll try again. It's second and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down. The Bengals ready to punt this one away. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. That's taken at about the 14. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Eagles offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Drive will start on the ground. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.
From the 25, here's second and 7. They'll stick with him again. And he's going to have a first down. Tackle made up at the 33-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take him down for a loss.
And this yields nothing. He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
He steps out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He'll let one go down the middle. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. Big time play for Philly. 52 yards. They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10. Here's a zone read. He'll keep it himself.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
They'll look to throw. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Brings up third and 6.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So you find yourself playing with a 2-score lead. Of course, it goes without saying, Mike, you don't want to take any unnecessary risks. The primary reads weren't there. Works through his progression. Move on to the next play and just throw that ball away.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Eagles will extend their lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
There's Zach Taylor as his Bengals make their way back onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. The tight end Fant in motion. On the ground, it's Irvin. And he's got a Bengals first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
Gain of 12 yards. And the Bengals.
The tight end Fant in motion.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Right back to Irvin. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. 12 more yards from him there and another first down.
That's another.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 50.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
That's another Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Gesicki, the man in motion. This one complete right side. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Gesicki, the man in motion. Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. Taking off.
The quarterback on the screen.
Here's 2nd and 6.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a
1st
touchdown.
and goal at the 2-yard line.
Irving. Oh, he is deep-leaded on that one. Picked up, thrown down behind the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give him another shot. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. Field goal not going to help much at this point. They've got to go for it on 4th and goal.
It's now 4th and goal.
That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion. In a moment, they'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's going to have the 1st down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here. Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5. Following the penalty, he'll run it. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
At the 15-yard line.
So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. They bounced back from the loss last week. Really put in a determined effort and will come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Good night from Cincinnati.